Hello, welcome to my channel, Sam Spartan, where I pretty much at this point have only played Marvel Champions, and today I'm going to use my randomizer again. This time the randomizer popped out that I was going to play Black Widow in leadership, and my villain was going to be Crossbones, and his modular sets is Melody, Ransacked Armory, and Mr. Hyde. So let's get started. All right, to get started, I am going to reveal Energy Shield, which says that the villain gains Retaliate. And then I'm going to draw my hand for Natasha, so it's a 6-card draw. 6. All right, the Power of Leadership, Rapid Response, Hawkeye, Strength, Covert Ops, and Maria Hill. I think I'm going to get rid of these two. So I'll draw 2 more cards. Target acquired, and this guy. And simply search the top 5 cards for your deck. I may not have any events. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Power of Leadership to play Miranda Hill. I get to draw a card, pay 2 strength to play Grappling Hook, and I will be allowed, because I played a preparation card, I'm able to draw an extra card. I am going to use energy then to play this guy, Qualu, or whatever. And it says, after he enters play, I search the top 5 cards of my deck for an event, and I add the event to my hand. So, do we have any events? No events.
Oh no.
All our supports are upgrades. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Rapid Response to put in Target Acquired. I think that will be a pretty good first hand. I will flip over. I'll use Black Widow to attack for 2. And I'll take 1 damage. And that is it. So, I did want to just point over something. These two both have 2 health. So I could have easily had them attack Crossbones, but then Crossbones would have done 1 retaliate to each one of them. And because they already take consequential damage, they'd both be gone. And I really wanted to make sure that I don't take any more hits. So, all right. Crossbone is going to, well, first off, we got to put 1 marker here. So Crossbone is going to attack me. He's going to do 1 damage plus the boost card. And I'm going to have Maria Hill take it. Or she's going to defend for me. So 1, 2, 3. So Maria's now gone. And now I'm going to draw the next card. And it is a scheme. When defeated, Crossbone activates the player who defeated the scheme. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Tri-Skeleton and the Helicarrier to play Avengers Tower. I am then going to exhaust Avengers Tower and use the Power of Leadership to put Black Knight in. As Black Widow, I am going to thwart for 2 and get rid of this scheme. Crossbones is now going to attack me, and I am going to have this guy defend for me. And it says, give the villain a tough status card if you cannot heal him. So I am going to use Target Acquired, which will get rid of the boost icon. Or, I'm sorry, the boost ability. So he actually only gets hit for 1 damage. And because I was able to use one of my preparation cards, Crossbones is now attacked for 1 more damage. And then let's go ahead and have Black Knight deal 2 damage to him. So he'll end up taking 2 damage, one because consequential damage and another because of retaliate. So to start out, we've got to put the 1 threat here. Crossbones is now going to attack me. I'm going to have this guy take it again. I'm not even going to try to say his name anymore. So he's going to attack me for 1. Let's see. Deal 1 damage to each character you control. Son of a gun.
Oh no.
So he takes it, and now Black Knight's gone. Alright, and now I draw my encounter card, and it is a treachery. And so I will use grappling hook, which says when you reveal a treachery, discard grappling hook, cancel the effects of that card, and discard it. Oh, I also deal 1 damage due to I played a preparation card on the enemy. So what I'm going to do for my turn is I am going to use Mighty Avengers to play Black Widow's Gauntlet, and I'm going to exhaust Black Widow's Gauntlet to play Espionage. I'm going to keep these 2 cards. I actually probably would have been able to play Winter Soldier if I didn't get rid of that 1 preparation card. Now, what I will do now is thwart with Black Widow to get rid of these 2. You know, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use Quinn Carrier and Winter Soldier. I don't really want to do this, but I feel like I should. So I can get rid of the energy shield. And now I can pretty much hit him with no concerns. Alright, ready everything up. So let's go ahead and put a threat on the scheme. He's going to attack me for 1, 2. I'm going to just take the damage. 1, 2. And then he is going to scheme on me. It's a Hydra Bomber. Choose to either place 2 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme. We'll just put 1 on the main scheme. Alright. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to get rid of the Hydra Bomber. So I will attack him. That's not smart. And then I'm going to flip over. And I am going to then use Genius to play for Team Building Exercise. I will exhaust Team Building Exercise to play Safe House. I will exhaust Safe House to put in... Let's go with Target Acquired. That worked out really nicely for me. I can then pay 1 to get Target Acquired out. And I can draw a card. Another Target Acquired. I guess I'll get rid of these 2. Alright, so we will put 1 more here. It now pops. This goes away. I put 1 here. Crossbones is now going to scheme on me for 1, 2. Now it's 3 on here. And now I get my my counter card, which is a Servant bot who has guard and patrol. So the first thing I want to do is I want to use Black Widow's Gauntlet to play Espionage, which will allow me to draw a card. And then I will use Safe House to look through my encounter deck. And I will be allowed to play or put a card in my hand. God, this feels insane. I'm now going to flip over. And I am going to... Alright, I'm going to use Grappling Hook, Synth Suit, and Avengers Mansion to play the Dance of Death. So I'm going to deal 3 damage to the Servant bot. I'm then going to do 1 damage and 2 damage to Crossbones. So Crossbones is now at 3 health. So this card is now gone. I'm going to use Avengers Tower, Team Building Exercise, Covert Ops, and Grappling Hook to play Falcon. And after he enters, I get to look at the first 3 cards of the counter deck. For each Treachery card looked at this way, remove 1 threat from the scheme. So I'm going to look at the top 3, and I get 1 Treachery. I get to remove 1 threat from there. Built up enough. These are exhausted. I feel like I'm built up enough that I could probably take care of Crossbones. So Falcon and Black Widow will both thwart or will attack for 2 apiece. So now Crossbones is gone. While he has a weapon attachment, he still has piercing. He had that on the other card, but I haven't had a tough yet. And then I have to search the encounter deck and discard pile for his machine gun and attach it to Crossbones, and then shuffle the encounter deck. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything situated now. So I've gone ahead and I've drawn the cards for Crossbones. I've also given him his machine gun. So we'll go and get started. He gets 1 threat here. He's going to attack me. I'm going to have Falcon take it. Falcon will die automatically because it's the 2, but the boost icon comes here and it says put the ghost in front of you, but I'm going to discard target acquired to get away from that. So he's gone, but because of machine gun, I get rid of 1 of the counters. I pull this, and this is how much indirect damage that would be taken. It is 2. So I take 2 damage from that. And now he is going to I get the next encounter card. It's the Tech Gauntlets. It says attached to a minion with the most remaining hit points. If you cannot, this card gains Surge. I will play Espionage, which allows me to when a Surge keyword on an encounter card would be resolved, I discard this and I draw 2 cards. So I get to draw 2 cards. And then this one, which is the same card. So I draw 2 cards, but I run out of the deck. And then I draw another card. And it is self-experimentation. When revealed, search the deck and discard pile for Mr. Hyde and reveal him. And then when brute enemy would take any amount of damage, remove that much threat from the scheme instead. So I will go ahead and get everything situated. So I'm going to have to look into something when I go back and do the editing. When this scheme had popped, or when the last one did, I was supposed to have gotten a card. The card I just drew was Power Gloves, which means I would have had to discard cards for each time he attacks me, Crossbones. I do believe that he hasn't actually hit me. And that's because last time I had Falcon take it. The time before that, I think I had another ally do it. And if that ally didn't do it, then then I was in Alter Ego. So I'll go back and I'll look at all of that. I apologize for that. But to get started, I am going to first play Avengers Tower to bring Stinger out. Then I am going to use Widow's Gauntlet to bring out Acrobatics. I'll play Acrobatics to get a Widow's Bite out, just in case another villain comes out. Actually, I'll play a Widow's Bite to get Widow's Bite. Grappling Hook to play Black Widow's Gauntlet, and we'll exhaust that to get another Acrobatics out. And then we will use Team Building Exercise. Alright, we'll use Dance of Death to play Hawkeye. It's probably not the best. So I exhaust Team Building Exercise and Dance of Death to play this Hawkeye. And I will have Hawkeye attack for 2. Black Widow will attack for 2. So we're at 10 now. Alright, so we put the 1 here. So I now have 4. Crossbones is going to attack. I am going to have Stinger take it. So he's going to attack Stinger for 2, 3. Stinger's gone. He is then going to use the Crossbones machine gun and do this, but I'm going to exhaust acrobatics or discard acrobatics. Ooh. And nothing happens except now I have to put this engage with me and I am confused. Mr. Hyde is now going to attack me. Hawkeye is going to take it. And so she's gone now. And then Psionic Ghost is going to attack me, and I will take 2 damage. Ooh, wait a minute. I totally forgot. I don't take 2 damage. Because I put out Widow's Bite. So what happens is, Psionic Ghost takes 2 damage, and they are stunned. And then they will attack me, so stun is gone. So I still stay at 4 health.
Rejected!
Nice. Alright. And then I am now going to grab my encounter card, which is a bomber, which I take either 2 damage or place 1 threat. So I'll place the 1 threat. And so on to the next turn. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to use strength. Oh, I apologize. I did forget, because during the last villain phase, I did play 2 preparation cards. I forgot to take off 2 health for the main villain, so the main villain is currently sitting at 8 health right now. So I use strength to play Miranda Hill. I get to draw a card. It's the Helicarrier. I am now going to use Team Building Exercise and Avengers Tower to play Kualu. And I am going to look at the top 5 cards of my deck. The only event I have is Covert Ops, but I'm going to use Helicarrier, Covert Ops, and Target Acquired to pay for Hawkeye. And then I will use Hawkeye, Miranda Hill, and Kualu, as well as Black Widow, to all attack Crossbones, which will do 5 damage, and he has 3 damage left. Okay, if I can just make it through this round, I will be able to beat the game. But I have to make it through. So, I've got to do some squirrely stuff. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have Crossbones attack, or, well, I've got to add 1 threat here. Crossbones is then going to attack me for, he's going to attack me for 2. I'm going to have Maria Hill take it. Son of a gun. So it's another Psionic Ghost. That's bad. Alright, so Maria takes 2 damage. Psionic Ghost attack this guy. He's gone. Mr. Hyde will attack Hawkeye. He's gone. And then Hydra Bomber will attack. I'll just take that attack. And the Psionic Ghost will attack me, and I will thwart or defend for 2. So I'm at 1 health now. And he is going to draw an encounter card. It is Hyde formula. If Mr. Hyde is in play, give him a tough status card and he attacks you, even if you're an alter ego. If neither is in play, this card gains surge. I just lost. Yeah, I just lost. So that was my leadership Black Widow deck against Crossbones, Marie Menagerie, Ransacked Armory, and Mr. Hyde. So, a couple of thoughts. First off, Black Widow is a character I might have played once or twice when I first was starting to play the game, as well as when I first got her. 2, I was playing her in leadership, which is not a aspect I'm very strong in playing. And 3, and I think I realized it right after I lost the game. That when I had pulled that second Psionic Ghost, first off, I probably should have lost 1 or 2 cards before I said I did, but I wasn't paying attention because I already was confused. And so I was supposed to take some damage before that. But if I had drawn a 2 boost icon before that, or instead of getting that card, I actually would have won. Because I would have been able to discarded my acrobatics. And because I played that card, I would then be able to deal 1 more damage. So therefore I would have won. So it was, I think it was pretty close. I mean, I was probably like right on top of it's basically a knife's edge. You know, if you stray too far, then, you know, you're lost forever, I guess. Isn't that what they said in Lord of the Rings? But I mean, it was fun. It was cool to do something different. And, you know, I'm excited to try it again. I think maybe I could do it. I did it before, but I had a 50 card deck. So I felt like I lost a lot faster in that game. So I figured, why don't I trim some of the fat? And I think that that really did help. But let me know what your thoughts are and down in the comments. And thank you for spending time with me.